I think we're back. I changed some power mode settings. I had a power mode issue, and I think what it was doing was it was on a timer, and that timer cycled. I don't know why or how, but anyways, good morning again. um, wow, missed that right there big time. So we had the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then we had the hitch. That right there is phenomenal. That's what I like to look for the absolute most. Missed it all simply because of the power mode. I have to fix that. Hopefully this works well. If not, be back to the drawing board, more troubleshooting, more fixing, and we'll get it taken care of. All right, let's see. Unfortunate but true, man. That was a good one. 84 to 64. It's 20 points. Man. I will say this though. Prior to that, or right after that happening, and my computer came back up, I did take two small trades, and we're up 270. So we're up 270 right now, pre-market. Anybody that says that you can't sort of win at this game, pre-market, well, I like it. I like it the best. All right. Again, I apologize for that. But one of my goals is not only to journal this via YouTube and share with everybody else and keep myself accountable, but it's also to work out these things so that, again, very, very early, very fresh at this. I don't understand what all this computer stuff means, but I am understanding how to trade better. I've gotten a lot better. I'm not the best, but I've gotten a lot better. So now we're going to journal that, and hopefully we're going to do it together. The 2 minute didn't show it as well, unless you look at the big. Not even then, really. We had the inverse head and shoulders here on the 2 minute, which is awesome, and we had that push right off the 20. So that is a money shot, big time, right off the 20. And that went from 37 to 89. I'm not saying I would have held 50 points, but the potential, and what I'm saying is above the zero line. We had to move up. We had the pullback. We popped it. We held right there. The guard shack said, do not go. Do not enter. Do not pass go. You got to go. You got to go. And it went. So then on the 1 minute, it showed it really well. The opposite direction, right? So 1, 2, 3, hitch. The money line crossed. In a nutshell, that is exactly what I'm looking for over and over and over and over again. This representation is good for some people, and I look at that too, but this representation is gorgeous to me. We got this, right? But this doesn't look like that, right? It does if you draw a line like this, then you'll see it. 1, 2, 3, right? But this shows it how I want to see it. 1, 2, 3. Lines cross. and the rest is, there you go. Where did that go? I drug that off the screen. That's gone forever. Okay. All right. I can also share with you guys what happened and try to kind of explain it. So, well, so far, what I think is happening. You have, in Windows, you have these options here. And so what it was is I went to power settings. I want high performance. And then I had to change this. This had a numeric value. And it's in like minutes or hour or something. But I put these on never. That's power saver mode. I put them on never, and hopefully that fixes it. Then you would hit save changes. I already did that, but you would hit save changes and then exit out of that. And hopefully that fixes our deal. Curious to see what this does. This is our wall that we built for this event. I mentioned all that before we lost power, but I like to put a visual representation on the chart so that I know that in here, if I see something, I'm like, you know what? I want this to do whatever it does first. Because yesterday, when that happened, give you an example. Oh, I got rid of the line, but the line was right here. And we did hit 375 pre-market. I did lose one trade, which would have really helped that number. But, in 2 hours, it's pretty good. So here was the line. The vertical line, the wall. 14, and very quickly, very quickly, 1, 2, 3 minutes. We'll just count the 3 minutes all the way to 85. 14 to 85, 70 points. 70, 14 to 85, yeah. 70 points. That's why, it dropped first and then went straight back up. So I'm not that guy. I don't play in that league. However, some people do it, and some people are very successful with that. All right, so we got back up here to the 800 on the 2 minute. That's the 800 SMA. We got under it, and we're pushing down. I don't like how the 1 minute is saying this yet, but we are under the zero line. We're not under the zero line on the 2. 2 says down. 1 says up. The MA say down. We are under. And we're rejecting the 800. So 2 minute 20 is flat. And for all intents and purposes, that's not screaming to the downside, but this wasn't screaming to the upside. Goal is, in general, each day to put, I don't know, anywhere between 500 to 1,000 on each of the accounts and turn them into PA accounts and then start drawing from Apex. That is the goal. Documenting the whole way. So this weekend, I'm going to rearrange some of this, put some cool camo net in the background, and then just kind of make this a little bit more fun, make it a little bit more interesting, like background and all that stuff. I'm going to do it manually. I'm not going to have a digital background yet, or maybe ever, I don't know, but I think it'd be more fun to actually just trick it out with actual items, actual physical things versus a green screen, or I look like I'm in the Bahamas. I'm not in the Bahamas. So make it look really cool. I'm going to make it kind of look like we're in a OPSEC room in the field, like out on deployment. Even though one could argue I'm not out in the field on an OPSEC deal, but I don't want to do it digitally. I just want to do it manually, like we would have set it up when we're on deployment. I think that'll be interesting, and I think that'll be pretty cool looking. All right, so the mighty 1 minute was saying down, and we were below. Yeah, this is really flat, and we did back test the 800 and the 20, but it was just really flat. So typically when this is flat, I don't like to do a whole lot. I want to see it. I want to see it moving. This could range out until we hit numbers. That's a possibility. I like to trade with momentum, or kind of a mean reversion, but with momentum. So like here, this crossed down. Yeah, this is still going up, but this crossed down. So the momentum is shifting. The MACD is telling us the momentum is trying to shift. So the momentum shifted, it got above and it crossed down again. And then you can see that here. These cross. So now the momentum, even on the 1 minute, for a minute or whatever it takes, the momentum is down here. The overall momentum is still up, and that's why we didn't just drop out, even though the market can do whatever it wants to do whenever it wants to do it. But that's what I'm looking for, right, is some of these items. The momentum shifted. This said so. Divergence also said so. So you have this going up, price going up, and then you have the MACD going down. So there's multiple things to look at. All right, we're crossing again. We're crossing through the zero line. We're actually pushing up here, and we're above all of this. Again, kind of flat here. It did start moving a little bit. I'm going to go grab my water real quick. I'm going to so I can hydrate today. Part of this journey eventually will be not just trading. It'll be more aspects of my life as well. It'll be, not that I'm a terrible husband or father or anything like that, but I always want to get better. I want to get in better shape, like I used to be. Marine, right? Marine sergeant. So I was in really good shape then. I don't know that I'll ever be in that shape again, but I'd like to get in shape. I'd like to be a better husband, even though I think I'm a decent husband. I'd like to be a better dad, even though I think I'm a decent dad. So I wanna improve all aspects of my life. I want to improve my businesses, my trading, all that. I just want to improve it all. And again, guys, it's not like I'm doing this because I'm down on myself or I think I'm terrible at any of those things. I think I'm pretty decent at almost all of those things, but I'm not bragging when I say that. I just think so. But anybody who thinks that the learning is over and they've got everything figured out, man, keep learning, keep driving, make goals, keep accomplishing things. I guess never settle. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my water, and this is kind of really flat. So until this really shows us something, not interested in a trade right now. Like I took one here. This one was a 200. This one was a says 50. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. Sometimes Trade of 8 shows like one or two of the contracts being filled. We're trading 5 contracts, and I've taken three trades. One, two, I don't know, it says 3. Anyways, um, and we're up 270, so I'll be right back. Oop, oop, oop. Didn't mean to do that. All right, cool. Cool, I like that. Yeah. All right, all right. Cool, got it. Ready to go. All right, both of them are pointing up now, and it's crossed here, so let's let it tell us something. Give us a direction. Tell us something. All right, cool. Ah, I actually kind of like that up there, so you guys can see this. We'll move it around some here and there. That's a little push. 84 to 87. Yeah. Flat 800. Flat 20. The VWAP's down here, and the 200 is down here. So you can see this is my 200. SMA. VWAP. All standard, just click it in, hit OK. And the 20. On the 2 minute. I try to keep this clean. 800, sorry. There's one more, the 800. This one I have the 14, which I also like over here, but this helps me see it better. I have the 14, the 20, the 200, the 800, and no VWAP. Because I don't want too many things on the screen at the same time. I can get a reference here, and then I can get a reference here relatively quickly. So we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder potentially here. You have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder potentially here. But this says that's the wrong direction for now. That doesn't mean it won't just drop all the way to here or whatever, but this kind of keeps me in line. So in a 100,000 account, the 100K account, we're up 1185. And in my other 100K account, we're up 1164. I'm trying to just kind of well, I have all my drawdown. It's always good to know. And then on the this account, I have minus $32 in drawdown. So I have $32 until I'm all the way into max drawdown again, which is good. See, look. That's why I said yesterday I'm way more interested in what this is doing in general than what this is doing, but it's always good to be safe, right? Because this right now says, okay, we're gonna go down some. Could go down all the way, I don't know. But I really want these to look like this instead of like this. Man, look at that though. Whew. Whew. And if you chase and you get short down here, I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying if you did, and this drizzle back up, because this doesn't say it's ready all the way, then what? And we're approaching the zero line. So, unless we're really far away from the zero line like this, and even then, it still went up, but unless you're really far away and then you can make your way back, that's a better case scenario, I guess. Especially when you're above it. So when you're below it, I'm looking to push away from it. But once we get too far below it, I want to kind of push back into it. All right, here goes the pop. Or does it just continue? Hey, there you go. There's the pop. And that's why when you chase, there you go, right there. You chase that, and boom. That's how I lost a lot until this, which is now is more so break even. Working on tweaking that to where when you lose a lot, you kind of got to fix one little bitty thing at a time. And then when you start getting break even, you need to micro adjust some things. Like, so if you notice that you're taking full stop out on, say, 10 points or something, then maybe you adjust your stop to half of that. Well, that's a big deal. 10 points, half of that, that's 5 points. Keep you alive a lot longer for when you make the correct assessment. You're only losing half as much when you don't. Just little tweaks like that have helped me a bunch. Again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I see and how I'm fixing the things that I'm seeing for me. Right? Flat. Super flat. 800 flat. I want to make this a little bit bolder. I don't like wadding up my chart, but at the same time, I want to see it as well. I just don't want it to. I don't want it to be so far in the background that I just forget about it. So flat 800, flat 20, kind of falling, and we're kind of falling here. So does this now go? Look, they're crossing, but we're right at the zero. So now, and then 830 news is right here. Big news is right here. So now I would really rather see this come below, hold, and do the kind of same thing it's doing right here, below this zero line. Or I want to see this pop out and go. It'll show us one way or the other. You just got to be patient. And sometimes I lack that, and then my P&L suffers for it. It looks like we're going to drop through, but flat, flat, flat. Everything's flat. I'd like to be able to get rid of this better. There we go. That's, I guess, better. All right. It looks like it's going down, but it's so flat. Looks can be deceiving. Ooh, I kind of want to be short. Kind of want to be short. As green pops up on the chart, I say I kind of want to be short, right? We're drizzling through, but this one needs to get under like that. And then see that. This, basically take a snapshot of this and put it like right here. Oh, yeah. So we had the head, shoulder, head, drop, head, shoulder, head, drop. Shoulder, what'd I say? Head, shoulder, head. Shoulder, head, shoulder, drop. Shoulder, head, shoulder, drop. But we're above so far. So that drop can be short-lived. Or it could just go for a while. That's why I said earlier I kind of wanted to be short right here. Jeez, I probably should have done it. Need this out of the way. It's getting in the way now. Oh, you know what? There you go. There's the wall. Okay, yeah. Wow, glad I didn't do that. So I said, look how flat this is. But it worked, right? So right, look, again, above this close, I don't want to hold this forever. Shoulder, head, shoulder. For me, an entry, 78, 73, that's 5 points. I didn't get it, but it's that little stuff. 5 points on 5 contracts is $500 in 3 minutes. I own a few businesses, and between me and my wife, we own several. But I don't make $300 a minute. You know? Like, I just don't. Working on it, though. All right, we're under, again, 830 wall. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm hands off. I'm not touching the mouse. Looks like we're going to, looks can be deceiving. Looks like we're going to run south. But I'm not taking it this close to 830. Well, and when you look like, when the chart says it, hand on the mouse, but I'm just moving here. Chart shows it right there. That got through. Man. The more I see this, the more I may take these, but then be super flat before the actual 8:30 event happens. Because that's a really good move. I mean, it showed it to us too, right here. You had 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. Everything's in the right direction, and we're under. It's like a perfect setup for me, outside of this wall being here. So eventually, I'll know whether I can trade just up to the wall, and I don't mean like 3 seconds. I just mean like a couple minutes, or if I just really need to leave it alone. It's going to get exciting here in a minute. So the actual, I set this 2 minutes out. And I do that for that exact reason. I can trade up to it, but I'm not super comfortable trading up to it just yet. And so I set it 2 minutes early. You can see, I don't know how well you can see that, but at the bottom of the screen here, right here, it says 8:28, which is where I set that. It's actually 8:30. Make sure that's correct. Yeah, it's actually over here. But I want to give myself room to be flat. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. Even though I have a feeling the price action is going to be kind of wild here in a second. SMAC 55. Oh, we rejected right here. So we're holding here. So far, we're holding the tops of these, which is also a zone. Now I'm just drawing some stuff because I'm not trading into the news. We can on Apex. You can on the evaluation account. Well, wrong one. There we go. So you have this support. This created support. We bounced off of it once, bounced off of it twice. And it's going to get wild. Oh my, there it is. 8:30. And that's why I'm flat. I mean, good Lord. So that went from what we thought was down, 61, to 98. That's almost 40 points, and it's not done yet. To me, that's a lot more gambling than making a decision that you can understand that, oh, why this didn't work or why this did work. Why did that or why didn't that work? Who knows? Wow. Almost 50 to 98, so that's almost 50 points now. In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, almost 50 points. Oscillation, so I don't know. 25 one way, 25 the other. How about that? Okay. Wow. Same? Did it hold? 46.50, so it slipped a little bit. 46. We'll call it 47. Yeah. I mean, 50 points. So were we generally right in our thesis? Yes. That just wicked up and then we had a solid bar down. We got through. So far, we got through the support, right? We're back testing the support. Everything here told us down. And like I said, do you want to be right or do you want to make money? Were we right? Yeah. Would we have lost? Yeah. That would have lost. Wow, looking pushy now, big time. I want to be short. I want to be short, but this looks like a bayonet. I want to do nothing until this settles, really. So that was our event. Happened right there. Well, it's happening, I guess you could say. What's up, Clint? Good. Actually, good. I'm up, oh, heck, I don't know. This is a news event, so we're trying to let this settle. I'm up 270. And I had some power issues earlier, and I missed a really good one. I missed that right there. That right there would have made my whole day, like, would have made my morning complete and be almost like walk away done. Pushing. Here's VWAP, guys. Here's VWAP. And the 200. So 800 SMA, VWAP, blue, 200 white. What are we running into? Ooh, another zone. Another support zone right here. Right in here. Smacked it. So yeah, one of my goals is, to set this up at first is for, me, but me and documenting the journey and just all that good stuff that I've talked about several times, but also 7 to 9 a.m., the general working hours are what anymore? Bankers hours, 9:30 to 5 or something. Well, the market opens at 9:30 and ends at 4 or 5, 4 really. And so it's hard for people to get in and actually be successful because they're working, which makes perfect sense. So if we can get on prior to that, and I may push that even back further because I don't mind getting up early. I may push that back to like 6:30 or something. I mean, my buddy Clint that commented in there, we fish. We fish a lot. We like to bass fish. And it's nothing for us to get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to a lake just to catch fish. So getting up at 6 o'clock, which I do now, but getting up at 5:30 to be ready to look at 6:30 wouldn't be a big deal either. And then you can see what you can find in that 6:30 to whenever you got to get ready for work action. And then if you work from home, well, you kind of got it made when it comes to this. Unless you're just slammed all day at work, at home at work. There we go. Wow, right on. So part of this is for me is just evaluating how this responds during a news event. And I know that we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes into it, and then we're making some moves. So paying attention and watching, it's very important. Get a lot of time, a lot of screen hours, a lot of chart hours. Some say 10,000 hours. A lot, yes, a lot. But I've done a lot, and I'm not saying that I'm great at this. So I've done a lot of this already, and now I'm break even / profitable. I do make the occasional mistake and blow some stuff up, but that's why I wanted to come in and share. I didn't want to come in and really share when you're just constantly just losing and losing and losing, trying to figure some stuff out. And I'm kind of sharing the things that I've seen along the way. But there's a lot of information out there. Some of it's complete BS. And then you can look at the information. You can look at several different pieces. Several different people that are talking about this or trying to talk about it. And some of it's very vague. But I will say this: even if you pay attention to even what I'm talking about or showing, find a way to make that your own. And do whatever works best for you. So far, this is what I found that works best for me. Years of watching charts. All right. So now, at some point today, that's a good area of interest for me. But if we look at the 1 hour, okay, we're still, there's 1, 2, potentially 3, and then we have all this space right in here that's, in my opinion, kind of wants some company, but I'm not going to sit there and just be short all day based off of this, right? I'm gonna let it tell me what I want to see in a short windows. But that is very interesting. Support right here. Apparently it made some support right there because it bounced off of there, and then obviously some support right here. But we still have this big giant window that really hasn't been touched again. See that? Big green candles with no comeback. So when you notice other things, which you could say that about this whole thing, right? But at the same time, big candles came back. We got a little deal in here. Now that's very, very bearish, and that would have to go down a lot. But we created a push, that double top, a drop. So now what? All right, back to business here. Kind of wanted to see it come into here. But, wow. Maybe it gets my area of interest a whole lot sooner than I thought. I don't know. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Not anything I would have even played. That did not line up with my process. Didn't see that coming. We did get away, which I talked about earlier. We got away. See, here we were close. Here we got away. We didn't really have much hitch at all. We didn't have any hitch. We didn't have anything that told us we're going to hold this and go up. So, news likes to recover news. Oh my goodness. Straight back up. Someone somewhere is making a killing right now. 38 to 98, 60 points if it gets all the way back up here. Or goes higher. Holy jeez. What a move. None of this is in my process. All of this down was in my process. But it was news, so I didn't do it. So like this was process for me. All right, let's see what's going on in the 5 minute. I mean, we could tell what's going on, but I'm just saying in general, overall, how this is looking. It's interesting. Had a little double two topper right there. Boom, boom. Left shoulder, head. Potential for a right shoulder. We'll see if it makes it. If this, then we do this. If that, then we do that. We don't see what we want to see. We do nothing. I didn't see what I wanted to see here. I did nothing. 800 on the 2 minute holding for a second. See what happens. We're under. We're under. Oh, we popped up a little bit. All right, well, like true fashion of news, kind of likes to do a bunch of stuff and then recover itself. Except that started in here, and then we recovered. So we got a little bit more upside to go to get it all. Power, first color change, potential there. I like this to settle out. Daggone power saver mode kept me out from making a little bit more in here. Right in here, I would have loved to seen that. That was nice. Okay, we're under. Do we hold under and roll? Or do we get above, back test, and go? What do you guys think? Based off of what we're seeing now. You guys think we come back, hold, and go? Or this rolls over and swerves that zero line and we drop? There's no right answer right now. It's just an opinion. Kind of thinking that color change pushes. I mean, it did have a clearing bar there. Now we do have 98 at previous high. There we go. Wow, MACD straight up. Oh my goodness, there it is. Oh, that would have been a nice little addition to our bag. Ooh, we're gonna get pivot? I don't know about all that. All the way up here, right now. That's another 25 points. Golly, it looks it. We're in that zone. Be more of a sell to close area than a buy to open, in my opinion. Man, looks good. All right. What does Oliver Velez say? Like 70-80% of new highs fail. And I don't mean like they just fail and run all the way back down. I just mean like it seems like they push back after you create a new high. It seems like they just push back. Short version of that: don't chase this, right? Or I'm not chasing it. If the screen looks a little fuzzy or anything like that, we are streaming, up in the quality, so you can click that bottom right button, settings in your YouTube channel, and then you can change it to like 1080p. Should see it a little better. Also, if you run across this channel later, maybe you're not streamed or tuned in right now, but you run across it later and you like the content and you just like how transparent it is and honest, hit that like and subscribe button. 7 to 9 a.m. we're going to be live. And then maybe up in the day some more. So, again, first of all, designed for the people who can't trade during that 9:30 to 5. It's prior to that. You can make yourself a day and go on into work. New high. New high failing. I know we have a potential for a target up here, but if you there's argument to say that if you're in a position here, may want, may not want to be after this. Yeah, it pushed some, but new high hits, it pushes over it, and now you're struggling. You think you're in drawdown, or you're actually, if you didn't take profit with Apex, if you didn't take profit, then you're losing some of your trailing drawdown right now. So some of this trailing drawdown is going down, and if that goes all the way down to 0, that's it. You're done. So that it is designed for you to take profit, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't like the trailing threshold, or trailing drawdown. But think about it. It helps you take profit, right? Isn't that the whole point? Is to take profit? Oh, okay. Can't see this side too good. Let me slide this up. I'll slide this up so we can see both. This here isn't only for you guys, it's for me too. I can quickly reference what I'm seeing. I do the same thing with the ES. When I look at the ES, this is kind of just fizzling now. So I look at the ES, I do the same thing. Where are you? I haven't looked at ES this morning, so bring it over. Now I know, I can tell because I look at MACD a lot, so now I can tell that this is the ES immediately because I do trade both. Same thing here. This is 2 minute. Should be a little bit closer. There. Yes, 2 minute. All right, there we go. Look how you expand it, and it gets further away. There we go. In Q1. In Q2. On the chart is in Q1, MACD, no histogram. Again, 1 minute, 800, 200, 14, 20. Volume, which I don't really need over there because I have over here. Over here it's volume, 2 minute, MACD, no histogram, 200, VWAP, 20, 800, and some pivots. So now we have 1, 2, 3. It almost, to me, would want to roll off at least to here, 93. But we do have that holding, right? Target's 93. If we break that big wick, 93 and a quarter, 93 and a half, actually. Wow, is that 7 points from here? It is. $93 and a half. And drum roll, please. Oh, come on. Ding. If I didn't snapshot look at that after switching charts, that would have been a serious area of interest for me to pick up a few points. I mean, we were at 98 or so when I said that. And I don't like jumping in right when I snap back to a screen. I've lost a lot doing that, so that's in one of my rules for me that I write down. I jump back down or sit back down or took a break and come right back. I don't jump right in. Changed screens, looked at something else, looked at my phone, was distracted, anything like that. I don't look back and just immediately snap into something. And it is really against the grain. I mean, had a big move up there. We're holding here, even though I do love those plays. I do love these kickbacks. It is against the momentum right now. And this is with momentum now. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3. I can't really be long here, but I kind of want to be. As if this trails off like that and holds. Do you know what I mean? So, according to the 1 minute, it's a decent little spot to be long. But look at this. That says not yet, right? I would rather this be up and this go up again without me and create another up. I would rather that. And on all of these here, you had a double top kind of on the MACD. I'm not saying, whatever. On the MACD, you had a double top drop, double top drop. This is the single. Are we creating a double? So I definitely can't be short. This says no. I really can't be long because this says no. So what do? Nothing. I like the downside action better, but this isn't saying that yet. And really based off of this, mostly right now. It's just support, right? And there it is, right? So you have this top, support, and then it got through it, support, and it got the support here. Ooh, that looks down. It looks like it's going down. It looks like it. I am way more focused on this generally than I am these. However, these will help keep you out of hot water. If these are correct and this matches these, I mean, look what we did. Say you waited here because this was incorrect, right? Let's just say, because this is under this one. This one's over this one. Then this one got over this one. Now, both of them are correct. And look what happens. 90 to 10, 20 points. I thought we were going to drip a little bit right here. So we have this one. And we have all this. This is an area of importance so far. This candle go green? Or the next one? Oh, probably the next one. 1, 2, 3. Probably the next one. Oh, man, was I right? Wow. Thought that was going to drip. It definitely dripped. It slipped that and dripped it. Yeah. It wasn't ready for me. My rules may not be the best rules, and you can over time you can evolve your rules. I'm not saying you should just change your rules all the time. But the more you see it, the more it happens. The more you see it, the more it happens. The more you see it, the more it happens. Okay, well then your rules evolve. We got to crawl, fall down. We got to walk, fall down. Then we got to run. And it hopefully at some point stop falling down so much. Uh-oh, boss is calling. Boss is calling. My wife's on here. Hello, hello. Wow, you sound sleepy. You sound really sleepy. Well, I see. She says, hello. I was like, wow, sound a little tired. All right, color change. Man, see, those are those distractions, right? Now this is the right direction. We have support here. We do have this going down. We do have the color change. So off a strong move, this is the correct direction. This is obviously the correct direction. This is the right direction. But a lot of times what happens is this will come in back test. This one doesn't look like it's going to, but first color change, wham. Look, on the way up, first color change, wham. And I get a phone call in the middle of that. What's that, 80 to 72? All day, I'll take those. All day. Power goes out. Didn't get the trade. Phone call in the middle of a drop. Didn't get the trade. So what does that mean? Next, right? All right, so I think we're gonna cut it here. Hopefully come back after the open. Gosh dang, I can't believe this color change just slammed. Look at this color change on the way up. Everything's lined up, right? This is down. This is down. This is down. Color change, down. This is up. This is not. Now it's up. Color change happened. And now this is up. Right here. Boom. Boom. You see this one? Yeah, all right. Dip out, right? God, look at this drop. Oh my goodness. I think my wife, that I love very, very much, has an innate timing with the market that says, hey, of course, I didn't catch this one either, but has an innate way of just being right at that moment of calling me to say hi. But I'll take that call all the time. All right, we're going to cut it. That was 7 to 9. Oh, before we do, not the best display of earnings, but I'll take it, before 9 a.m. making $270. Let's see. And as you can see, I didn't get to take 2 really good ones, which really hurt my soul a little bit, but that's okay. There's always more opportunity. 7 to 9 a.m. Plus, oh, that's equals. Plus 270 bucks. And I want to make that a really cool green, because it's green. When it's red, which I hope it never is, but I know better, I will make that red. Cool. All right, there it is, guys. There it is. Hard to beat that, even though I really wish that was a little bit better today. But green's green, and we'll take green. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the interrupt with the power. That was back in here. This green probably would have went up. I got a phone call in here. This green probably would have went up. But I'm not blaming her. Just saying. Look at the head and shoulders. Boom, 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 drop. All right. Like and subscribe, guys. Link in the description below for Apex account, 80% off. Also, you can pass in 1 day. Have any questions, get a hold of me. Coupon code will automatically load in there, but in the event that you don't, or you just go straight to the website, then we want you to be... Yeah, there it is. Sorry. We want you to click QTOIF TLW. QTOIF TLW. If you go straight to the website, if you click the link, it'll load for you. And